What is going on, everybody? Grayson here from PokeProfit. Welcome back to the channel. Monday, we're going to do the SV Era booster box update. And guys, it seems like the run is starting these boxes. We're starting to see upticks on most of them, and not just in terms of market price, also in terms of sales volume, which in my opinion is almost as important as the market price. So SV base, this is now up to $232 approximately on TCG Player. We're getting fairly close to all-time highs again, which was around 250 back in October. Most recent sale, you can actually see here, there's a sale a couple days ago at 250, most recent 240. When I look at eBay and the sales volume on SV base, it was the highest this week that I had seen it in maybe like 3 months or more than that. And there isn't a ton of boxes like always, so keep an eye on SV base. I mean, I don't think it's probably the best place to put your money at this point. It was a fairly safe option at $80, $100. But I think just going forward now, you probably have better places in terms of ROI to put your money, but we'll see what happens. Paldea Evolved is definitely a set we need to talk about though. It's back over $400 on TCG Player. I think maybe a month ago, we were down to around $350. You could find boxes listed as low as like $300 on eBay. So that was a great time to buy if you wanted to get some more Paldea Evolved. Some of the top cards in this set, I've been paying attention to them a little bit. The Magikarp, we're sitting around $250 still. It's been fairly flat on the year. We had that massive spike up to around $400 back in September of 2025, and recent sales are still in this $250 range. I don't know if a card like the Magikarp is going to go much lower at this point. A lot of these top illustration rares, special illustration rares, do seem like they're starting to level off, maybe outside of sets that are still in rotation. So Destined Rivals, we'll get to that a little bit later in the video. A lot of those cards are still coming down in price, but the earlier SV Era block, I think you're fairly safe at this point if you want to put money into those. And outside the Magikarp, obviously you still have the Tyranitar, the Raichu. Those are still holding in that $50-ish range. I think the big change over the past 18 months has definitely been the Mousehold being a $50 card now. This way back in the day, I think was like $5 or $10. The Iona was a lot higher. This is like $70, $80 back in, let's say, like early 2024. Tinkatong has moved up a lot as well, $35. The Chuyu's over 30 as well. Meryl's down below 30, but still holding on at that like 25 range. A lot of the illustration rares in the set are great, in my opinion. I always thought Paldea Evolved was a super deep set. It compared to Brilliant Stars, in my opinion. And considering how well Brilliant Stars has performed over the past couple months at this point, especially considering there really isn't a massive chase card in Brilliant Stars, that might be something you need to consider going forward when looking at Paldea Evolved. Now, after that, Obsidian Flames, I think this was up a couple dollars on the week. It's still, there's still a decent amount of inventory out there for Obsidian Flames. I'm not paying too much attention to this right now. I think across the board, sales volume was up basically for all the SV Era booster boxes, but it's still focused mainly on the top ones. So your Paldea, and then also Destined Rivals and Surging is moving a ton. But Obsidian Flames, I think it'll do well over the next year or so. Same thing with Paradox. Box is still selling at a decent pace, but no top hit. There's a decent amount out there. I really wouldn't be prioritizing Paradox Rift at this point. Now, before we go any further and look at Temporal Forces, I did just want to say if you guys are enjoying the content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. Helps a ton. Also leave a goofy comment down below. Keep the trend going, guys. I love looking at those comments. And then I have links to my market spreadsheet, consultation calls if you guys are interested. And if you are shopping eBay, TCG Player, Hobbiesville, we do have affiliate links there as well. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Now getting into Temporal, again, I'm going to say this like every week. I think the conversation's really interesting when people talk about this being short printed. There's still a decent amount out there. It really depends on the week though. For example, when I was tracking the box today on eBay, outside that 20% leg up was probably Hobbiesville's listing because they weren't included this week in that price. And that definitely leads to there being kind of skewed numbers, I would say, in terms of days of inventory remaining. It's still fairly high though. The sales volume has never been great on Temporal. We're talking about maybe 2 boxes per day selling by it now North America, whereas something like Surging Sparks or Destined Rivals were up to 7, 8 boxes. So it's moving, but not at the pace that I'm super thrilled with. Twilight Masquerade, same sort of deal. This is definitely a better set, in my opinion. I love the fact that the Greninja is holding around $290. At peak, we were over 400 though, so nowhere near all-time highs, but still, it is a respectable chase card from the SV era, and it was really one of the first chase cards in the era. It actually might have been the first that was holding over like $200, $250. Really started bringing eyes back to Scarlet and Violet era sets. The pairing has done really well over the past year, fairly consistent in this $90 range at this point. The Eevee's fallen off a little bit, but still a $55 card. The Carmine as well, down to around 50. Kind of surprising the price difference between the Carmine and the pairing, because in the beginning, those were very close in terms of price. You have Blood Moon, Ursaluna in there as well, Chansey, a couple other decent cards like the Tatsugiri. So I think it's a decent set. I don't think it's going to be the best from the SV era, but if you want a little bit of exposure, probably not going to hurt. Stellar Crown is still moving at a decent pace on eBay, but I'm just not a huge fan of the set. I don't really think it's worth investing in Stellar Crown. Not too much to say there. If you own Stellar, probably worth holding on to it unless you have a massive position. I think that all of these SV era boxes are going to start to move eventually. If Sword and Shield goes, and we're already seeing supply on the secondary market for all of SV start to come down. So if Pokemon starts focusing on Mega Evolution more, they start printing those sets, maybe some of the late SV era, Destined Rivals, maybe we get more Surging Sparks, who knows? I can't imagine we're going to get a ton more Stellar Crown coming, so probably worth the hold. Journey Together, I just realized that this is actually out of order and should have been after Surging, but we did see an increase in sales on Journey Together over the past 7 days on eBay. I think we're around 4 boxes by it now for the enhanced version. If you include the unenhanced as well, it is a little bit higher than that. You guys know though, I'm still not a huge fan of Journey Together, and I'm probably not going to put more money into it at this point. Surging was actually down a couple dollars on the week. The interesting thing though with Surging is that the sales volume is actually going back up on this. It's nowhere near where it was a couple months ago when we had all the vending machine restocks, when the boxes were $200, $195 on eBay, but it still is the best-selling booster box of the SV era on eBay currently in terms of how many boxes are moving per day. So that definitely has to account for something. And when you look at a lot of the cards in here, they are continuing to come down, as they should. More supply is hitting the market. The Surging Sparks Pikachu around $252. This does have a fairly low gem rate though, so I think that is going to kind of prop up the price of the ungraded copies in the future. I can't imagine this is going to be like a $100 card, even if they print Surging Sparks into the ground. Latias, this is holding around $150, $155. And even the Milotic is holding around $95. And you do see the odd sale pushing towards $100. And I know it still is fairly early in the life cycle of Surging Sparks, but for the people who don't rate Surging that high, this is definitely going to be your dark horse from the SV era. I don't think it's going to be Paradox, Temporal, Stellar Crown. I think most people rate Twilight fairly highly, so I'm not going to throw that in here. Obsidian Flames, SV Base, like none of those sets. It is going to be Surging if you don't rate it high. And for the people who rate it highly, I think it's only a matter of time before you start to see those gains. Now, to close out the video, Destined Rivals. This was down a couple dollars on TCG Player over the past 7 days, sitting around 392. However, when we look at supply on the secondary market, it is continuing to dwindle. And then also the sales volume of Destined Rivals was up this week. It was the highest we've seen since I think early December, which kind of speaks volumes because there's just so much supply on the market. If you really want to open Destined Rivals, you can go get sleeve blisters probably anywhere at this point. Even my local Walmart, they have a ton of Destined Rivals sleeve blisters. Even Phantasmal Flames is in there. No P13 though, so just wanted to throw that in there. But to close out the video, we will look at a couple of the cards, just give you guys an update on these prices. The Mewtwo EX is held fairly strong, around $400. I think that's fairly impressive. At peak though, we were close to $600 back in October. It makes sense though, the price is coming down as more reprints are hitting the market. Cynthia's Garchomp, this is down to sub $200 now. At one point, this was well over $300. Ethan's Ho, same deal. This is now around $140 at peak. We're almost at $250. Recent sales are in that range. And then the final card over $100 still, the Team Rockets Moltres. Beautiful card at peak. This was around $180, $200. We're now down to around $115 on TCG Player. So that's really all I want to get to in this video. It does seem like the SVR booster boxes are going to start moving. I don't know if it's going to be this week, next week, the week after that, maybe the month after that. But if Sword and Shield's moving, if some of these stronger SVR sets like Destined, Surging, Paldea Vault continue to move, people are probably going to start buying up some of the cheaper ones like Paradox, Obsidian at that point. So with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.